guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be quite different. This video is for all my medics out there, or for those who are thinking of pursuing a medical career, kicking off with our very own medic series featuring my very own brother Emeka, who studies medicine at the University of Birmingham. So this video is essentially going to be about his experience with the med application process and a few tips and advice for those who are thinking of doing medicine. So yeah, let's get started.
Yeah. So is it recording or something? Yeah, it's so hey, so yeah, just like Choma introduced, my name is Emeka, I'm her brother, and yeah, I'm a second year med student at the University of Birmingham, UOB. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's get this med series started then.
So why did you choose medicine?
Money. In fact, doctors don't get paid well. But yeah. Yeah, I think if you're gonna try and do medicine for the money alone purely, then just don't do medicine. It's not that profession for that. You should really go into something like more like something economics based, something that will pay you a lot more than medicine. But for me, I just feel like being able to kind of have a long-lasting change or impact or an effect on someone's life, I think that would just be a really rewarding experience for me. Like if, say, like I was in a situation where I could, you know, allow a patient in a critical condition to, you know, live for another week or another, you know, even extra hours. I mean, even that alone would just be, you know, amazing. You know, dealing with life, it's just, you know, it's a bit mad, but it's something that I've definitely chosen because it's not easy. Medicine, well, my course is 5 years. There are some courses, you know, at other universities that are 6 years. So it's not something simple to say, yeah, I want to do medicine. There's actually a lot that you should know and do need to know before making your decision, or if you're already studying medicine, that you need to know to help you get there. Yeah.
So what was the process like getting into med school?
So what was the process? In fact, if I'm going to be real with you, I could say that the process to get to med school started from GCSE times, but people don't actually know that. And even me, I didn't even know that too until I started applying for med school. Now, luckily for my med school, I go to University of Birmingham, UOB. They actually favoured people that had good GCSEs. So fortunately, I had fortunate GCSEs. And that's actually when I realised, like, right, like I'm actually in a good position, you know? So yeah, really grateful for that. If you are doing your GCSEs, or if you are doing your GCSEs, try to do the best that you can possible, because depending on where you apply, they may favour GCSEs, others may look at other things like A-levels. So yeah, just make sure, you know, you do that. But after that, of course, you've got to do your A-levels. The thing is, I don't think it's necessary to do biology, but definitely you have to do chemistry. I think there were some, I definitely have friends that didn't do biology, but they're still studying medicine. So definitely biology isn't really a necessity. It would help. It actually does help. So I would pick biology if I were you, if you were still doing A-levels. But definitely you have to do chemistry. So if you want to do medicine, might as well just go and get that chemistry tutor or that chemistry textbook. It's going to be long. Yeah. So after that, I had to do my, what do you call them again? They are called aptitude tests. That's it. Yeah, you have to do your aptitude test. I think the main ones in this country is the UK CAT and the BMAT. Now, the BMAT is specifically for mainly London unis, Oxford and Cambridge, and for all other med schools they do the UK CAT. Now me, I did better in my UK CAT than my BMAT. So my university, as you can imagine, was a UK CAT uni. So also, depending on what kind of unis you want to choose, where you're kind of aiming for, will kind of affect what kind of route you take, either doing the BMAT or the UK CAT. Now after that, that's where you go to your interviews. And I really enjoy this. This is in fact my favourite part of the whole med process. Why I just like talking really. I like to meet people. I like to, you know, really show what I'm about. And I did a lot of public speaking, if you didn't know, you know, speaking. But yeah, essentially that was my time to shine, and yeah, I took it. I guess I took it well. Isn't it? I wouldn't be studying medicine if I hadn't. But then, all in all, after you've done that, just in case you get your offer, so you get your offers after you do your interviews. Just in case you think that's over, you have to get the grades, or depending on some circumstances that you can get in. But you need to do as well as you can with your A levels. So normally just don't aim for the minimum, but if you get the minimum, there's nothing wrong with that. But try and aim higher than the minimum. You know, usually that's what they say. So that was the process.
What 3 main things did you do to prep for applying to med school?
3 main things. Well, firstly, I went to a couple courses. One being Kaplan. That was mainly in preparation for the aptitude tests. I mean, they told you what to do, they gave you some tips, and they gave you a lot of practice, and also a workbook, which was actually very useful. I guess the main thing that you do is practice. I mean, it doesn't have to be at courses. You can do it with friends that are also undergoing the process. You can do it with people that you already know that might be in med school. You can even do it with, you know, maybe your parents who may be doctors, or if you do know, you know, anyone that's in that kind of field, then yeah, you can practice with them. So definitely courses, the practice. Other things that I did, well, I would mainly just keep it as those 2 really, because you're always going to be doing practice anyways. And yeah, the courses can help boost that practice. So yeah, all part of preparation.
So what would you advise or tell yourself before the med application process?
What would I tell myself if I was about to do the med process? Yeah. Number 1, be confident. You should be confident in everything that you do. I feel that if you're strong enough to get at least the grades, then you're definitely strong enough to go through the whole process. Don't think that because there might be something that, you know, you're not as comfortable with, then you shouldn't be able to do it. Like me, I won't lie to you, I was more comfortable with the interview stage. I wasn't really that comfortable with the aptitude test, but I got through them. You always have to have that conviction that you can always do, you can always achieve, no matter what situations you may face. And essentially you'll pull through, but that just depends on, you know, how you prepare, your mentality, and yeah, your conviction at the end of the day. Also, I would say really, practice. You need to start early. There are some things that will help you if you start early that you might do naturally. I would also say, like, try and build in some daily habits that can help you for your long term. That's the thing. A lot of people don't actually think long term. And I'll give you an example. So for the UK CAT, you have the VR section, VR standing for verbal reasoning. And in that section, you need to quickly read texts and answer questions regarding the text. Now, it is so time tight, right? You might have to read a block of text and answer 4 questions. And on average, you need to do all of those questions in maybe 25 seconds. It's so time tight. It's so time tight, you know? People don't realize that. So for me, I wasn't a reader. Reading didn't come naturally to me, or, you know, there are other people that read a lot more books. But what I could have done during my life is to read just a bit every single day. And trust me, that would definitely help. It makes things a lot more natural when you go into the exam. So people that did read, they usually found the VR easier than other sections. So yeah. One thing I learned is that yeah, everything's achievable if you believe, honestly. Now, it sounds really cliche, but I'm not even joking with you. There'll be times where you feel like you can't do it or things won't happen. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, during my practice, my mock exams for some of the aptitude tests, I didn't receive scores that would put me into med school, you know, but I always tell myself, do you know what, right, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's kind of like believing, but not having any kind of real hard copy evidence that you can do it. But essentially, yeah, all is possible as long as you believe and you keep trying, don't give up. It makes you a stronger person. Also, one thing I learned is that at least for that part of your med journey, I would say that it's one of the hardest things to do. It's the hardest thing. The hardest thing is not actually getting through the course. Obviously, the content is going to be very complex, very, very mad. But the hardest thing about med school is getting in. And once you've got in, if you get that opportunity, then you have the ability to finish the course. No matter what happens to you, as long as you can get in, you can do it all.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, so that's me. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a med series. I'd love to share my experiences with you. For those that are looking to do medicine, I'm here to give you a lot of tips and tricks. I'm here to, share my experiences and really kind of bring you up to speed about, what medicine is like, what you're going to encounter, but also the things that you need to do to prepare you. And I'm here. If you want to just send me a message, if you want to just talk about something you might not be sure, then yeah, just hit me up. My socials are going to be here, up here, they're going to be here, they're going to be here too. I don't know about here, but yeah, so just hit me up and keep watching, like, subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content coming up, so yeah, we wait and see to the next video. Enjoy your day.
Hi there, thank you for watching this video, and make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Also, make sure that you check out the latest videos, and I will see you soon.